Because there's a reason why.
Sorry, I'm in a Halo mood. I've been playing Halo Infinite a lot when I can.
Me and my son were playing Fortnite earlier today. And he's like, "You have 0 kills." Like halfway through the round, and I'm like,
Is that what your son sounds like?
"Well, when he's talking shit to me, that's what he sounds like."
You have 0 kills.
We were playing Fortnite, and I think he had like 7 kills or something, you know. And he's just like, I dropped 3 times. He rested me 3 times. And then in the end, I couldn't like fend off the team that came and got us and took the win. He's just roasting me the entire time. It was not a good time, dude. He's definitely like surpassed me in shooters now, and it's showing.
Welcome to episode 16 of Big Deck Energy. I'm one of your hosts, Benjamin Clifford. I'm here with Josh Bailey and Tyler. Today we're going to be covering some worlds, a little bit of heavy hitters, and we got some news over the weekend from the skirmish down at Legends. I've also got a little bit for the armory I attended up here, but I'll let you guys go first because that's more exciting.
The news, like our skirmish is the news, you know?
Yeah.
That's funny. I like the way
I like
that.
it.
We the big news, man.
That's funny.
That's
yeah,
true.
what
we are the news.
we could start off with our skirmish. That is kind of what we did in Flesh and Blood.
Yeah.
This week. What did I guess Josh, you could not attend, right? You threw a party that you had to get ready for. Don't you do it.
You almost got me.
Yeah, I did. I threw a little Worlds watch party for day 2, even though it was already over because it's over in Spain, you know. But
Yeah.
had a few people over. Bailey, Ty, you came. Nathan came. Tanner, shout out to you guys. Thanks for coming, checking it out. Some of you were busy, I know, and appreciate everybody that came. But it was fun. It was cool. Got to watch Tanner rip some boxes and not rip a single thing. Felt really bad.
Oh, Tanner.
Some good food. How were the burgers? Brats,
They
hot
were
dogs.
fucking great.
They were amazing.
Good.
Yeah, food was good. You did a good job.
Good.
Grill master over
That's
there.
what I like to hear.
Yeah.
But how about you guys? You guys played in a skirmish.
I did. We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wes even came down.
Yeah.
Wes
Him and I
Shout
had
out
a
Wes.
battle twice that day. It was a
Dude,
good day.
Wes was rolling. He
Yeah.
made it to top 4.
Yep.
Hey, oh, shout out Wes.
Yeah.
Good job,
He's
buddy.
fairly new to the game as well.
yeah,
right?
he's what,
and
a
I've,
couple months
I've had a
in?
chance to meet him a couple times now, and I will say that in both of our games, our first game was pretty close. If he probably boosted a little less, he probably just beats me that game. It was to the point, I had no cards left in
For
deck.
deck
and,
value size.
Yeah, just there are
Fatigue.
times, when you boost like a 2 or 3 power attack, sometimes it's just not worth it when you are giving, your deck is basically using 2 cards to deal 3 damage,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I'm trying to fatigue you, it's, I told him afterwards, just play a little slower, you probably beat me. The second game was actually it felt a little less close, but I could tell with all the moving parts in Dash, he was playing Dash IO. Dude, he's got it down, man. I was very impressed with his gameplay, and he even beat Carter in round 1, and Carter's one of our better players, and that was he top forward, and kudos to him.
He's been cranking on Dash.io, man. He's all
Pun
about
intended.
I just love seeing new players do well and succeeding. You start to see the game click for them,
No, I think it's good for new players to, like you said,
He's
players to
whooped
come
my
into the
ass
game.
enough up here,
And,
I
I mean-
down there for a weekend.
I mean, courteous to us. I mean, I feel like we've kind of guided him into the game in the right way, Wes. If you can contest to that, but I think we've helped you out, and I think we've got a good squad here, and we're all pretty competitive and pretty close. So it's almost like a little team we have. But
I think he might even come down next week for Blitz. He's going to be in town for Thanksgiving. So
be
fun.
I suppose.
but what did you end up? Well, so I was about to say draft, but we didn't draft.
Sealed.
It was a
Yeah,
sealed.
sealed.
Who did you play, Bailey?
I was on Max.
It seemed like a lot of Maxes in the room.
I didn't think I was going to end up on him. I I mean, I didn't get the. I don't know. Teklo is just so hard to play in sealed. Like, unless you just open an absolute cracked pool with like all the evos, like, how often do you get to do it?
True.
I was going in thinking I was gonna be on Dash. I was like, okay, like I'm kind of like a little bit familiar with like her game plan and what she wants to do, and the pool I ended up opening just kind of led into Max pretty well. Well, I say pretty well. I ended up O2 dropping. So that was rough, but
You O2 dropped?
yeah. Well, Nathan made me.
He didn't O2 drop. He was 2-0. Okay. And then he lost.
No, I walked in and dude, the fucking judge there was just ripping on me the whole time.
He did say that.
Like it carried over into the little shindig over here. It was ridiculous, man. I like walked in the door and his first words to me were, "What are you gonna O2 drop today?"
Love it.
I think that legitimately was one of the first things he said to me, and I fucking lost it. I was. Oh, it was.
Gotta love our judges keeping it.
It was
lighthearted-
fucking funny.
Lighthearted out there.
No, it's good. I was talking to him about it, and I was like, "You gonna judge more around here?" And he was like, "Yes, I'm gonna.
He did
I'm
a
gonna
good
try
job.
to." So he's getting the reps in
Yeah.
to become a level 2. So
I don't
for
think
him.
there
and
was
Danny
many
both.
judge calls. Yeah, Danny actually played.
Yeah,
in,
Danny played.
skirmish as well. So
oh really?
Yeah, I played him
Yeah.
round 1.
we had like a full house. I think it was 16.
Yeah.
All the tables were pretty much used in the back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty small area back
Yeah.
there, but when you get like that many people, that little picture I got of all of us, it's
Yeah.
it's awesome. We had a lot of players from the cities come down, so
Yeah, but no, I started out 2-0 on Max. We were kind of cooking. I played. Who did I play round 3? I played Michelle, who was one of the ones I think that came up from the cities.
Yep.
And she was on Tekloa, and I could not do it. I like went in. I was like, okay, like it's Teklo. Like I'm gonna have to play this a little bit slower. Like I can't just boost. Like I kind of like don't want to get fatigued. And it was like turn 1. I Arsenal. I think it was like a red panel beater or something. It's just like a 2-cost can't be defended by equipment. I was like, okay, boom, just slide that in Arsenal. Like, there's my closer. Like, do the whatever the 4 pump thing is for boosting. And
it's a good one.
Like, yeah.
Recharge or something.
Yeah.
One of those.
I'm like, end game, got it. And I had like a decent chain like midway through the game. I was kind of like rolling, and I was like peeking at the Arsenal, and I was like, I got greedy. And I played it out, just try to push that like extra 5 damage through,
Yep.
and then gave it the like whatever 2-card block from hand, and just killed my momentum. And I was like,
Didn't have an Arsenal rest of the game.
nope.
Yeah.
I was like,
All of my max
Like-
matchups. So I actually played one Teklo, not to cut you off, Bailey, but I played Michelle, and it was the only Teklo I played against.
yeah, she was one of the.
But I
only
played
ones
against
there.
a ton of maxes, and I will say that matchup, dude, it feels kind of easy if you have a 40-card Teklo deck that
Yeah.
has mostly 3 blocks.
True. If
I
you
had
get
some good reds.
if you
like
get the
red
right
attacks, too.
evos too. I mean,
So,
when you
here's
play
the
the
thing.
value game with Teklo leveler,
Well, here's the thing. I think most people mistake their pools for being bad pools if they don't have evos. You only need 2 evos. I actually had 2 evos in my. Well, I had
3.
the ability. I had 3 evos. 2 of them were head pieces, and 1 of them were boots. So I actually had only 2 slots, but three evos.
Yep.
They were the only 3 in my pool. But the way Teklo Leveler works, you don't really like need your evos per se. They're great to block and help you with like the value there, but like Leveler just needs the 2. It needs 1 to turn on, so you technically really only need 1 evo to have the end game thing where you can pitch the blue and not fatigue, because that's what you want to do when you lock your opponent out. You fatigue them at the end by just having Leveler be a weapon that's turned on, and their weapons aren't turned on. You know? But when you have the 2 evos, it makes it a 1 cost. But like in Michelle's and I's game, she had a lot more evils than I, and she was on the attack for sure. And we made it to the finals. It was the only Teklo I played all day, like I said, and I ended up taking it down, which was pretty sweet.
took the dub.
yeah.
Got that Teklo core.
Yeah, I did win the Teklo core.
Who got the Iron Song versus Matt?
Yes, you did.
I did.
Yes, you did.
You did.
Yeah.
Iron Song versus Matt.
Yeah. Why? Oh, that's the Dory thing. I put it up on Facebook for sale earlier.
Dude,
Well, it hasn't sold. I haven't sold it yet.
you don't even ask?
I didn't even think about it. Dude, that's totally my bad. You have a card I need too, don't you? You have a couple cards I need. Don't you have like a Colt? You have the Genesis and that Evo over there, don't you?
My heart's crushed, man. I'm hurt.
How much is that Evo? Like $20?
20, 30, yeah, I think.
What's the Genesis at? 50? 60?
I have no idea.
It ain't 100 anymore.
No, I know.
I'll give you the mat for those two. The Genesis and that Evo.
You know,
I mean, the mats go for $70-$80. You know, usually those kind of non-armory mats.
Boys.
I'll have to wait on that.
Sorry.
We have covered.
we're making
probably-
deals. I
yeah, we
stepped in
probably
his
shouldn't do
office.
this on
I
the-
stepped in
yeah,
his.
that was your
I stepped in his
mistake.
office.
That was
Yep.
your mistake.
Sorry, I got wrapped up into the freaking art of the deal over here.
I know
was
Bailey
like,
was just
whoa.
looking at us so intently, like, "Oh my god!" His eyes were wide open, like, "Is this about to
Is
happen?"
this going down?
Okay, back to skirmish. Sorry, boys.
Yeah, so
It's late
anyways,
for us
Exactly.
finished up round 3 with a loss. So 2-1 at that point. Ended up playing Carter round 4, and I think if I win that one, I'm looking at like a fighting chance for top 4, and just couldn't get there.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was down to like 1-1, and we were both playing like the bottom of our deck, and I couldn't push it through.
No.
I was like, damn.
Was he?
It was a
What
it
was he
a
on Dash
fucking
IO?
Great game. No, he was on Max.
Max?
Yeah, it was a great
was-
fucking
yeah, like,
game though.
It was so weird how many maxes were there. I played one Dash, which was Wes, and then all maxes.
Yeah.
And in every max game, it didn't feel close. You know. I think if you have enough 3 blocks, I had a couple 2 blocks in my deck. But Michelle and I split. I conceded to her in the last round. We keep saying top 4 because we didn't have enough players to actually do a top 8 and then like draft. So we kept our decks, and then the top 4 just played it out. But yeah, myself, Wes, Michelle, and a guy named Max, I think his name was. I think it was his first time in the shop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, cool guy. I got a chance to play against him as well.
Yeah, there were a lot of people there that I hadn't seen before. That was kind of cool.
No, the skirmishes
Yeah.
always do that. They kind of bring out the people that
Well, like
aren't from the area. They
Hopkins
make
or
that drive.
something? Not
Yeah,
Hopkins,
just
Skipping a
Coon
hop over
Rapids.
here,
Actually,
actually.
there's a
Was
couple
it Coon
guys,
Rapids?
couple
Okay.
new players from Coon Rapids, which is like an hour drive.
You think about it,
Damn.
an hour drive around here really isn't that bad. Like, I'm surprised that we don't try on more almost.
it's a straight shot from the cities, though. You take
Yeah.
like
You take one
Highway
road.
394 or whatever.
94, 394, yeah. But,
Here we go again.
I know.
Look,
Here we go.
what an
I'm
episode!
telling you,
What an
off the
episode, boys.
rails.
We haven't even
Minnesota.
talked about Worlds
Yeah,
yet.
I know.
off the
We're
off
getting
the
there.
rails too. Electric Boogaloo.
We can kind of conclude our skirmish talk. It was a great time. Steve gave away a banner, one of those
Yeah.
Flesh and Blood
Tanner
banners.
won.
Bailey won a raffle and passed on it for a cold foil driftwood
Hey,
quiver.
no, dude. I thought I needed it. I'm kind of
Those
pissed
banners
about
are like $200 to $300, I think.
it. Are they?
Yeah, and it's
I think
Themis.
150 to
It's the
200.
Themis one
Listen,
with the like
I just
with
wanted-
the
I
with
just
the
wanted my
watercolor
Themis of
paint.
Judgment, yeah.
I just wanted my bling.
Dude.
I even like
I'm
picked it
so
up and I tried to.
disgusted with you.
I tried to like hand it to him. I'm like, here you
Dude.
go, dude. And he's like, He takes the quiver. I'm just like,
Haley, you mongoloid, what are you doing?
Listen, I knew I wasn't gonna be able to keep the poster. I wanted the one I could
I
keep.
was just gonna say, what are you? We're looking around our studio like, dude, how did
What
that?
are you talking about?
I couldn't believe
Oh
it.
my
There's so many
God.
spots. Just with the grim
You know what?
laugh.
I'll
I
definitely
love
break
it.
his kneecaps.
Not gonna
Break
lie.
his kneecaps.
I also wasn't in like a completely
Okay,
straight thinking state of mind.
Sure.
you
Yeah,
said
that's what we'll
you were
say.
starting to say something. Like, I got the driftwood quiver. Did you not realize you had one already?
So you do have one already.
Oh my god, Bailey. No.
I found out like 10 minutes later when I was going through my binder trading with someone. I was like, fuck.
No.
I can't believe that.
Unfucking believable.
Just an absolute Turk mistake. I understand. You're a baked turkey for
Dude, I just-
Thanksgiving festival.
Dude, my fucking caveman brain turned on, and I was like, Ranger Bling.
I guess we should have had the banner like out and displayed. That could have maybe swayed him. We had it rolled up just in a.
I could
Probably,
sway
dude.
Steve.
It was just like a
to gi-
poster.
I could sway Steve to give us I want the Phi now. I told you the Phi was the way to go. Fuck Dominia. Fuck Dromai.
Oh, wow.
Phi.
Yeah, you probably.
The
dragon,
I want
though.
the Dominia, man.
Dominia's
I
sick.
want the Dominia banner.
But Phi just won Worlds.
That is true. Maybe that's a good segue for us to
That's
quit being off the
crazy.
fucking rails and get to some
Phi
talk. Some
won
flesh and blood
Worlds,
talk, boys.
ladies and gentlemen. We had
Dude, that's.
Hold on.
What?
I have a little bit of news from the armory up here.
Oh, we skipped over Cliff. He finally played in a fucking armory.
Yeah, so
for
dude,
once.
Phi takes
did.
worlds and
fuck you, Cliff. See ya.
go die in a hole.
No,
Love
I
you,
want to
buddy.
hear about this.
So today I decided to be brave, and I brought Datadol to the armory.
Holy
Oh
Just a blitz it,
no way!
You won. You won it, didn't you?
I went 2-2. I didn't win it,
Oh,
but we ended up 2-2, and I will say there's definitely some good looks.
shit. Okay.
I mean, you win 2
Definitely.
games. That's not
Yeah.
nothing.
No. That's not nothing.
So there's something there now. I'm gonna continue working on it.
Okay. Okay. How's the 3-card hands?
They're not great. They're really not.
they never have been.
But-
When has it ever worked out?
Tell me
I-
when you have a 4-card hand and someone says, "Hey, discard a card," and how do you feel about that?
However, I also had a little. It doesn't really amount to much, but it's kind of just a fun one, you know. Twin Drive, 2 boost effects on the same card. With Datadol's ability, on the first boost, I revealed a red Hadron Collider, so that got brought into the arena. And then the second boost effect triggered, and I brought in a boom grenade off of that boost.
Jeez.
So, Twin Drive, because it has that double boost, will not only pick up the Hadron
Hold on.
Collider, but
Cliff.
then have the threat of boom grenade.
Do you wanna re-roll that to about 10 seconds sooner? Sorry, I thought I was going crazy.
Bailey thought he was
Bro,
hearing a
I
lot
have
more.
no idea what 10 seconds ago was. But it
That's fine. If it
Essentially-
makes it in, it makes it in. No, I just thought I was losing my
Essentially,
mind.
twin
It was the
drive,
fucking
dude.
washing machine. Does nobody else hear it?
I hear it.
I do not hear.
oh my
I
god.
hear it.
There's just like a low buzz
Cliff's
in
going
my
on
ears.
with his data doll epiphany.
know.
Bailey's over there like washing machine.
No, there was just like a low like buzz in the headphones. It's like what the fuck?
I will say my washing machine sounds like
He's
a
going
rolling thunder
schizophrenic.
coming through from Black Ops 1.
Does it really?
Oh,
Josh
loud
is
as
trying to go to bed and just
sentry gun, essentially. You look across firing range and you see that sentry gun. Yeah, that's what it
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
like.
mission failed, boys. We'll get him next time.
So, Cliff, 2-2 on Datadol. That's
That's hot.
hot. That's pretty good. So the
Just
deck
a
was
little
rolling.
something.
Um,
Yes.
you're gonna work on it. So, what items did you have in the deck to be able to?
The 2 reds for the hadrons and the boom grenades, 2 red hyperdrivers, a yellow hyperdriver, 2 boom grenade yellows, and 2 yellow hadron colliders, optical monocle, and 2 microprocessors.
Holy shit, dude! That's like 20 items, bro.
14 items.
Seems like a lot to like keep track of. I don't know.
It is the first.
Dude,
guy I
have you
played
ever
was
looked
a
over
really
at Cliff
new
when he's
player.
playing Datadol? Fucking 3/4 of his mat is items. He's just got like dice everywhere.
Yeah.
It is
The
wild.
first guy I played today was like a really new player, and turn 2 I snowballed. I got a twin drive out that got me an item, and then I had Teklo hearted, which got me 2 more, into another boost, which got another item out. And he's
Jesus.
just
Dude,
like, what
I'm
the
over
hell is
here like
going
I
on?
can't even remember my tunic trigger like however many times, and Cliff's just like,
Yeah, so I play this item and this ticks up the Steam counters on this one, and then when I play this card, it triggers these 3 items, and I gain 7 million resources.
Is that what he sounds like, dude?
yeah, dude. Have you not heard him when he goes off on it like that? Like,
All right.
I
Well,
get so in the zone playing that deck. It's yeah.
well, I don't think Worlds saw any data at all, but we did have a Phi take down Worlds.
We had some matches.
Which is
did.
crazy.
We did have mech. We saw 2 dash in the top 8.
I don't. Did going into it? Did any of us even have Phi on our list? Of who we thought
I
might
think
take it?
like we did like a half-ass prediction segment or whatever last week or whatever,
Yeah.
and I know we had said like we think probably ninjas will try to be there to beat up the Dromais. I will say I was definitely wrong about the number of Icelander that when I had said like I think I said I thought Icelander would do well and convert, and there would be good players on Icelander, but I didn't think she'd be the best or the most played deck.
No.
I think what happened though is just after Lexi gets banned, it's a pretty clear choice on what is the best thing to be doing, and
Yes.
there is some variance that's been added to the Dromai list with those tomes and stuff now. So if you're trying to remove variance, maybe you just the pros just landed on Icelander, good old Wounded Bull Icelander.
Yep. And it is a good matchup. Once you get that Ice Eternal, Frost Hex, and Frostbite.
Oh, I remember hating
Combo
that
chain.
combo at first.
Dude, that combo's so
No, I remember
good.
dude, this was back when Ether Wildfire was legal in Blitz, and what I would do is I would always Storm Striders my Ether Wildfire, and I would run all of the full suite of snapbacks, so I would set it up where I'd have a snapback on that turn as well. I'd play the Ether Wildfire, play the blue from Arsenal.
Yep.
I'd have to make sure that's a arcane damage spell as well.
Yeah.
This was like before CC, and then I remember, she came out in CC, and I tried to make the deck I had in Blitz in CC, and
It wasn't even,
It
did
was-
not work.
I was like, this doesn't work, you guys.
It's, no, you got to
All
have
it
that.
took was the Wounded Bulls and the fucking
That-
Frost Hexes.
That's your kill turn.
Yeah.
Is your Frost Hex,
I remember
Frostbite.
thinking like that combo so slow, so
It
incredibly
is.
slow.
It takes time. It is
Yeah.
a setup, but
But that is Icelander though. It's a very slow
we
process.
had, what was the top 8 total here? We had 1 Dromai, 2 Iceland, or 1 Iceland, 2 Icelander,
Yeah, it was 2.
2 Phi,
Wasn't there a Katsu that snuck in
a
as well?
Katsu.
there was a Katsu in the top 8.
Yes.
Yeah,
There was a
Dylan was
Katsu.
pretty excited.
Oh, yeah.
Or one of our Katsu
Dylan's hype.
locals. He's
So
actually
there
coming
was-
back to the game, I
Yeah,
think.
2 Icelander,
Oh,
2
shit.
Phi, 2.
He had posted for some cards, looking for some cards, so it sounds like maybe he's gonna, come back soon or something.
I got some for him. He's got my rainbow foil blood on her hands.
Nice. Yeah.
I need him.
Why are
Wait.
you looking for Kasai card? That's weird.
Yeah, why are you looking for
Just
those?
like a random
Dude,
Kasai card you're looking
I
for?
need my 2 foils for my Kasai set.
for what?
yeah, why?
For my Kasai set, for my deck.
Why?
For
We,
what-
but we play Blitz like once a month. Why would you be like trying to like trick out your Blitz deck?
I don't know, man. We'll lead into that.
No, I think he gets it. You stumped him.
We'll lead into it. all
Shit,
right?
why am I looking for them?
But so, did you guys see the matchups going into the top 8? Did anybody watch those on stream?
No, I actually missed the top 8.
So
They were at like weird times though.
So
weren't they?
yeah, 2 a.m. start since it was in Spain, Barcelona. Yuki Lee Bender leading into the top 8, 14-0.
Yeah, I heard that. Pretty incredible.
Fucking A. On
That's
Icelander,
what
on
too,
right?
Icelander and
Yeah.
Dash IO both times in the draft.
Really?
Yes.
Some of those
That's
draft pods were pretty
wild.
cool.
Yes, there was
Or-
not a
or-
lot
or
of
pretty interesting.
so a lot of
Fucking
people were
props, dude.
thinking
14-0 at Worlds. Is,
a lot of people were thinking Force Teklo in the draft. A lot of maxes, a lot of dashes that won.
Yeah, like I was saying, some of the pod numbers were kind of a little wonky than
Yeah.
what people I think initially thought.
Yep. But did you guys see like the list of Phi and Icelander and the
No,
Dromais?
dude, it's been such a busy weekend.
The Phi list is like one of the
haven't got a
most
chance to look.
generic lists that I've seen ever. Ravenous Ravels, you got your few Biting Thorns, the new red one from the Ultimate Pit Fight set round the table. He was running just, his generic Draconic Kadachis a lot of the time for Dromai. No, I enjoyed that matchup. It was fun to watch. Very well done, Alexandro.
Yeah, yeah.
Played well, played hard.
Somewhat of a I don't want to say newcomer, but not many accolades to his.
No, that was his
resume.
first accolade right then and there. World championship.
Love to see that. That's
That's great.
The underdog coming up and winning a tournament like that.
Actually,
I
like
think he
Bailey
would-
said, who expected Fi to win?
Well, I mean, I think some people definitely thought ninjas were coming back. I don't know about winning the whole thing.
I don't think anyone. I mean,
Just
I
goes to
bet there's
show
a few,
Uprising
but-
was fucking
yeah.
busted. That was like the last really broken set that we've had. I think all
Just-
three of those heroes are.
Just goes to show that the talented heroes are just so much stronger than
Yeah.
any other hero in the game
Yeah.
almost.
Well,
For
they-
now.
I mean, they took.
I think
down
we're
so
going to get a
many
lot
events.
of non-talented heroes. Well, not a lot, but I think the heroes in heavy hitters are going to be non-talented.
Well, if you look at the top like semifinals representation, you had a Dromai, Icelander, and Fi. All Uprising.
Mhm.
Still
dude,
top of the
Uprising
meta.
was-
No
Powerhouse.
Bravos made it, huh?
No Bravos made it.
Probably got beat up all day by the Icelanders. I'd
Yep.
assume
Yep.
that matchup is pretty bad
Yep.
for Bravo.
It's okay. They had good luck elsewhere.
I guess I should have maybe seen that coming though.
There were some side events where Bravo performed very well.
That's right. There was a
We had
living
our first
legend.
living legend. Side event.
Yeah.
Cliff, were you in here when we were
Yeah.
talking about that?
Yeah, I think I was. That the
Um,
deck list format is just crazy. The variance involved.
Yeah,
in it.
dude. So top spot went to what was his name? Lucas Oswald on Bravo
Yes.
Star of the Show.
He got the sculpture.
Duking it out in the finals with Charles Dunn on Bravo Star of the Show. Some very riveting gameplay there, I'm sure. But if we go down the list, I mean, third and fourth, Bravo Star of the Show. Fifth and sixth, also on Bravo Star of the Show. And then seventh was on also Bravo Star of the Show. Eighth kind of threw me for a loop, though, dude. Bravo Star of the Show.
All 8, the whole top 8 is
whole top eight.
Oh man.
I want to
That is
see. I
not
want to
one
see
I
what the
saw.
rest of the field looked like for that. Like, was it
There's
just all
nothing
Bravo
else but
Star of the Show?
Bravo.
I would
It
I would
was
imagine
all
there's some
Bravo, I
Prism
bet.
players coming out of the woodwork. Man.
There's got to what? She
There's
Chain
no
kind
way.
of gets beat up by Bravo.
Well,
No, her
No
match.
one
She's
gets
there
beat
to.
up by
That's one of those
Bravo.
matchups that can kind of beat Starvo if you have enough auras. You have to really go heavy aura plan and force the Bravo to really. But a lot of times they'll just have go again and then sweep up auras with the hammer, so they can kind of cleanly.
Pick
Yep,
him up. I mean, once you face a chain, though,
I would say though Prism is favored in the
Brutal.
Starvo a little bit,
it is.
maybe 55-60, something like that.
I would, 60-40. Prism.
Yeah.
I guess I'd never played Starvo, and I was kind of off Prism
Well,
by the time he
the
rolled
guy
around.
that you're talking to the guy that played Starvo against the guy that played Prism, and it was not fun. I hated every second of it.
Oh, that was actually at that ProQuest, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I wanted to bring up that
I was
ProQuest.
2-0.
We're gonna
Yeah, dude, I know.
And then you crushed me.
No, I know.
And then I lost to a chain.
we're gonna have to look
Shout
at
out
like
Cortez.
running like a Living Legend event or something at Legends when it when you can run them through Gem, if you're able to run them through Gem. I don't even know.
You can do on demands now. I
You
think.
can do it as like an
any
on-demand,
any
yeah.
player I think can do that. And I don't think it's for XP, but it's just for you to use like the
Yeah.
software and pair rounds and shit. And yeah, you can like look up all the gem IDs on there and add
Oh, okay.
players that are
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Nathan did it when we went to the bar and played that day.
At the lodge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Our shop was closed, so we just said, we're still going to be playing some Flesh and Blood today, boys. So
Well, there was a listener question on this topic.
We
I
can
want to
save
hit
it,
this
though.
real quick.
we can save it to the end too. I know
Well,
maybe
it's
where
just-
you're going with this.
Yeah.
You can
What-
you can answer it now. if
What
you
did you? So Dylan asked, "What did you guys think about the meta for the top 8 of Worlds? Is it a healthy meta or is it a stale or?"
I thought you were going to ask something else, so never
Oh.
mind. But yeah, this is good because it pertains. I think it's a healthy meta.
I think it is. I mean, it's
look at the diversity
look at
in heroes.
The variance in
Yeah.
them. I mean, there was the 2 Icelanders. There was some dashes up there. 5. There was a fucking Katsu. Like
once Lexi left the meta, it opened up so much more aggro spots because Lexi was the absolute dominant aggro deck.
yeah.
And now you're seeing 3 different types of aggro decks in the top 8, even at Worlds.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. Amazing. And everybody thought Dromai was going to be, yes, she was highly represented, but you only see one of them in the top 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone kind of thought she was like the boogie man or boogie woman of the format, you know?
Yep.
And she only had the
I
one.
guess a lot of these aggro decks, though, are pretty well suited to keeping her in check, especially with
True.
the dragons. Like, I mean, the lack of like Spectra really hurts. I mean, I can't imagine dragons with Spectra. Fuck that. But
No, I definitely think like the number of players on Fi is a lot due to, you know, Dromai's
The-
popularity
yeah.
right now.
Was he
Fuck
the
up.
4th most played deck?
I don't know,
Behind,
we should have that. We should
behind
have that
I think it
up.
was Icelander the most, Dromai the 2nd, Bravo the 3rd, and then Fi the 4th.
dude, there was a
think it
couple
was.
of Boltons that made it to day 2.
One Teklo that was 4-0 at one point. Did you guys hear that? I didn't
Yeah.
get to
It
see
was
it,
like
but Nathan shouted out.
75% of the Boltons converted to day 2. I was like, what the fuck?
What?
Yeah.
But no, there's probably like
There
three
was
or 4
8.
of them on
there was
there,
8.
Well, there you
so
go.
6 of them made it through to day 2.
Hey,
So the 75% is
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a misnomer. It not doesn't.
That's 75%.
okay, my bad.
75%.
Dash, then Fi.
Dash was
So
4.
went 79 for Icelander, 76 Dromai, 61 Bravo, 57 Dash Esteemed, OG Dash, that is. 45 Fi, 42 Azalea, and 21 Katsu.
I actually love where Azalea is at right now because I still think that deck is fucking just like cracked. But
And Stubbies is
Cards
bad?
like
or not
Warmongers.
Stubbies. Fuck.
bullseyes, yeah.
Bullseye.
Yep.
I want to give a shout out to Dory. Only 6 Dories out there, and 2 of them top 20. One of them bubbled out at 9th. So, Cliff, your prediction was almost right. A Dory almost went into top 8.
Oh, he actually
That-
placed 9th.
he placed 9th.
Holy
That would have
fuck,
been
dude.
wild.
Dang,
Placed
that would
9th.
have been great.
Imagine you and Dylan.
Dude, I would have been freaking out.
Yeah. Katsu and Adori make top 8
I bet
Worlds.
Katsu probably beat. No, Katsu beat. I think it was another Fi to get into the finals. I think it was. But yeah, I mean, it was a very open, wide meta. I liked it. I think it's healthy.
Here's what I got. Like, I'm thinking about. It's crazy. We're already talking about bans and more Living Legend stuff because Dash is like close.
700 almost. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Icelander's
I mean,
30 away.
Icelander's like right on the brink.
So we got a battle harden
so
coming up.
with this next. Well, yeah, I suppose like these heroes could slowly get there from these battle hardens and the callings, but with this next season that is in a few months or whatever, what happens when both of those heroes leave? Because it just kind of leaves like the aggressive decks being ninjas, and I mean,
I
you
guess-
could even say like Dromai's close enough to like have it be where all 3 of those heroes leave kind of at the same time.
Yeah, she's
Then the
at
whole
5
meta
something.
is like cracked open, and it's insane.
That's. I mean, I guess we
Well,
kind
with
of
the
gotta
new
wait
heroes.
and see we get with what we're getting out of heavy hitters.
Well, we have a lot of points, or the increase in points too.
Yeah.
That makes me think.
But
Like,
I mean,
I
like-
think these heroes that are sitting at the top are going to just get there faster than we
And here's
think.
Who
And
knows? Maybe
here's a
their
good question.
new
Are they-
Guardians able to like keep them in check or something? Who knows?
Are they trying to force a few heroes that are close out with this Living Legend change? Like, are they trying to push them out so new ones can
it's
come
a good
in?
question.
I mean,
Makes sense.
Yeah.
it does. I mean, some of the stronger heroes are the talented ones, and I feel like they're trying to wean their way off of some talents because it did hinder the game in some ways, shape, or form because it was always
It
a
made the
top
non-talented.
3. Yeah.
It made the non-talented ones unviable almost.
And
Yeah.
You
you
wanted
look
to play
at
Guardian, you just play the
That's
the
why
talented
play
Guardian.
Azalea when you have Lexi, or
it's
why
That's
play
true.
Bravo when you have Oldhim.
Oh,
That's
we're
true.
Starvo.
Yeah.
so. I mean,
yeah.
do you think that could be what they were doing? I mean, Fi is now at 724.
Oh damn!
Wow.
Okay, so that's like 4 heroes that are like within a few hundred points away.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's and they're getting pretty close. So it's like Katsu is actually at 460.
What's
And
Azalea at?
Azalea's down at
Yeah, I'm just checking. I just
One-
bought
He was holding
I just
one
bought
me-
some gold for
Did you see how his
188.
whole
Oh, no, we're good,
demeanor
we're good.
changed with
Yeah,
that? He's
no.
like,
Azalea.
dude.
You see that
What?
stink face you
Yeah.
just gave us, dude?
188, dude. You're fine.
Yeah, what's
Don't
fucking
worry.
Dory at?
340.
Probably more than 188. Yeah.
340. She's chilling. But hey, Kasai.
Oh yeah, your
Oh,
blood in
you
our
wanna-
hands.
you wanna come
go
back to this?
You want to go back there
Yeah.
and revisit that? You want to pull that shit up, Josh, and we can read that card together?
Ladies and gentlemen, JDs and Lenelman, we have adult Kasai and heavy hitters.
Still
Confirmed.
can't believe it.
Dude, I'm fucking.
Can we get a hype in the chat?
hype.
Yes, please. I'm
I
so happy.
I
Go,
pretty much
Josh.
like exclusively played Kasai like the first skirmish season that we were playing. I played her a ton in Blitz. I know you have
led
too.
Me, you led me into Kasai.
Yeah,
You showed
and-
because I was playing Dory and you played Kasai and you like kicked my ass and I went,
Do you guys remember all those Icelandic games? Do you guys remember?
shut up. I
You
don't
guys
want to hear
remember
about
those
those.
games?
I don't want to hear about those.
Remember?
She's gone. Hey, guess what?
That's true.
She's also going to be the second hero to not be able to be played in either format, other than Living Legend, obviously. But Blitz or LL. Oldham's the only other one.
Interesting. Both ice heroes. Imagine that.
Yes, but with the new Living Legend changes as well, that could push old Kasai, Chain, Kano, and Ira.
Wait, we have an old
straight
Kasai?
out.
I don't.
Yeah,
did you-
old Kasai.
Did you even? Did you even read it yet?
What? No. He's talking about the old version.
I'm talking about the old variant.
I thought you meant like old.
No,
Kasai,
no,
like
no, no.
Adult Kasai.
We
No,
we
no.
did no. I would have said adult Kasai Ty.
I'm sorry.
I said old Kasai.
dude. How
But
cool would that
could
be to
force
have
her
like
out.
old versions of cards
But I feel like
she's like a granny.
that have like fucking 5 intellect, but they're just like unhealthy as fuck. I got like 13 health.
think about it. Are they trying to force out old Kasai with the new Living Legend change for skirmishes and like battle hardens if she wins, and like Chain for Blitz? Are they hindering Blitz?
No, I don't think it. No, it just the pace at which it things change just goes up. Just things will be less stagnant.
I mean,
think,
it'll also
than we're
feel
used to.
a little more.
I think it'll be
'cause, I
good.
mean, they said we're looking at like somewhere between like 15 and 20 new heroes next year alone.
Yeah.
Like that's
15 plus.
Yeah, that's
was the
not an
thing
insignificant amount.
I think I counted, and I think we're at like 40. I want to say 46 heroes or 42 heroes. It was one of the two. It was in the 40s total in the game. So that's a lot of heroes if you
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah, I don't think they want to get to the point where they're like a League of Legends type of game where there's fucking hundreds of
Yeah.
Different heroes.
Yeah.
I feel like you need to almost keep the supplemental sets to kind of offset the amount of heroes that you get.
Yeah, but
I've never
look at-
hated supplemental sets.
Never.
Look at how well
I've
the
always
last
enjoyed
couple
them.
of ones performed. I mean, Dusk Till Dawn.
Everfest was
kinda-
overpowered.
because they were
Dusk Till Dawn
tiptoeing
was
on
trash.
Power levels.
Dynasty
They were just
wasn't all that
What?
great.
What'd you say, Cliff?
You've said it before in the earlier podcast, they were tiptoeing about power levels, trying not to make anything just get an enormous buff off of one card.
Yeah.
That's what it really seemed like, that they were just trying to tone the power levels down when I think they should have stepped on the gas a little bit.
Oh, they definitely did that with the tome this time around
Yeah.
and the expansion
I
slot.
don't know.
I
I
think.
mean, some of like the early looks we've gotten at heavy hitters. I mean, there's some decently powerful stuff on its face.
Like, so with heavy hitters, we got the adult Kasai, like Tyler brought up earlier. Her name is Kasai of the Golden Sand. And her ability is, if you have drawn a card this turn, your sword attacks cost 1 less to activate. So your Centauri Sabers, free for the turn. Free for the whole turn.
Free.
So you're going to see Dusk Path Pilgrimage be more of a thing. Giving your weapon +3, and if it hits, swing in additional time.
Yeah.
Now with the new hero, her specialization is Rise in Army, Kasai specialization. It's a yellow pitch, 0 cost, 3 block. As an additional cost to play this, destroy X gold as you control, create X Centauri Sellsword tokens. So those are tokens that are 1 for 3 go again if you swung with a weapon. If you look at Kasai's ability, most of her specializations and power cards are yellows and reds. If you banish 2 red cards and 2 yellow cards from your graveyard, the next time a weapon you control hits a hero, this turn create a gold token. Go again.
Yeah, I think the gold token's going to be good for her because it's the 3 costs.
Yes.
And you get to draw the card, make your things have go again, blah, blah,
Yes.
blah. Or not go again,
All
make them
I'm
free.
hearing is regicide is a thing.
So
They're
Royal, what do you
all gonna be
mean? No.
They're gonna be running for the gold token.
I
the
don't think they
helmet.
run Crown of Dominion.
Oh no, he
I
could
think
be.
they do. I think they do.
It's a free gold right off the bat, and I think actually the gold, like the silver, copper, gold economy, is going to be like a thing of this set with just it being on the hero.
I feel like she may run cash in.
Yeah. Oh,
now,
she
now
absolutely
that
runs
it's,
cash in.
I mean,
Yeah.
you got your copper token creation off of your Outland skirmishes, your Spoils of War,
Spoils of War.
and with her blood on her hands combo,
I mean,
you can just
sink a gold away draw too. Your sabers are free.
I was
Like,
thinking about a card, maybe even an attack when it hits or something, but I was thinking about like a currency exchange type of card where you can like cash in your coppers for silver, or you can cash in your silver for gold.
rotation where you turn in 2
Well,
copper for 1
sometimes-
silver,
yeah,
or you turn in
right.
2 silver for 1
Right.
gold.
Can I, like,
That's
hear
gonna
ya.
be like the big boss of the
can I like
merchant guild.
down trade
He's
my
just gonna
gold into
have some
copper to turn
extravagant
on
ability.
blood on her hands?
Well, I suppose every once in a while you got to go to the gas station and crack a 20, get some ones to go, somewhere.
So what this does for the market value?
Cliff was the only one that got that.
So what do you guys think this does for the market value of some cards that have already been out for the game for Kasai? As in like Blood on Her Hands, Valiant Dynamos. I know you brought up earlier,
Yeah.
Bailey.
Yeah, I
what do
mean,
you guys think that does for
Obviously, Valiant Dynamos are still very viable.
If you look, I
like,
think they've already kind of spiked.
this? Valiant Dynamos are going to be
That's-
huge.
yeah, I
That's an extra like
literally-
6 life, 7 life in a game.
at the skirmish just traded for my Brave Forge bracers.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Yes.
finally got them.
Do you have Iron Song versus?
No,
Really?
Mm-mm.
You might want
do you
Iron
have an
Song versus.
Song versus Matt.
Shh. Pipe it down.
Time. I think it's time for you to go.
Because I have one.
9:50, isn't it past your bedtime?
Oh, that was a good one. And you
fucking
know what?
grandpa to
You know
bed.
what, Bailey? It is past my bedtime, okay? And I'm starting to get fucking pissed over here. All right? My fucking team's getting Look. See
Just
those?
go back to your Vikings
see
game.
the Broncos? They're coming
Watch
back.
the Broncos kind of creep up. And,
Yeah, they're coming
Hey,
back.
hey, the Pasternaut's gonna fucking take this down. Watch this. Watch this. He's so calm in the pocket. Watch that. Oh,
He picks it off.
pipe it down. I don't
No,
want
he
to hear
dropped
it. I don't want to hear it.
They almost picked it off.
Anyways,
I don't want to hear
That would have been hilarious.
what did the
Watch this. Throws a
what did the
fucking
Centauri?
interception.
Did you go over like what the Centauri cell swords do?
it. Centauri sabers. I mean,
The
those
cell swords.
the cell swords. Yeah, I said they're
You did?
one for
Okay.
1 for 3 attack. Go again, and you can only attack with them if you've swung with a sword.
What does the what does the
so-
subtext say, or like the text on the bottom? Are they human?
They're
allies?
warrior
Warrior
token
tokens.
mercenary allies, and they're 3 with 2 health. Why would that warriors get allies? This is going to be very
I
interesting.
think this just when I first saw this design, I remember thinking that kind of just. I mean, it's pretty much like a light bulb moment of like, duh, they would do this, and
Yeah.
the design space, like, it opens the floodgates for like any type of ally and any hero, really.
Yes.
Yeah.
That just act as creatures. We all have come from card games that have permanence in play, and
Yeah.
people love their creatures and love their
I've,
board states. It made me
also
think of
got
humans or
sense-
White
I mean,
Weenie, with the human allies.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn between it because I think they're doing it in a very cool way, but I also really enjoyed the like you don't have to worry about like board
Yeah.
state aspect of the game, and
true.
then like
It's a true turn cycle
Dromai
type
came
of game.
in and like really flipped that on its head, and now we've got like
Well, it was Prism first, but yeah.
Well, I mean, Prism with the auras, I guess, kind of.
That got-
like they
yeah,
weren't
that
like
was
allies
insane.
or
That's
anything,
true.
but
They still did attack,
Yeah.
but they weren't like creatures. I
Yeah.
guess.
Auras, yeah.
yeah. And then like Dromai kind of just flipped that on its head. Now we got new Prism. I mean, granted, doesn't see a lot of play, but like you got the Angels with that.
Well, even Chain and Levia with in Iron
Blasphemous.
and Blasphemous and
I suppose they got like one ally, but
Yeah.
they weren't able to like amass like a massive
board.
board state
True.
of allies where Dromai can be like, here's like
But,
six
I mean, they were
dragons, fuck you.
they were still game turning.
Yeah,
I mean, if you got those
absolutely.
out, and I feel like allies are very overpowered in Flesh and Blood.
Yeah,
It's a whole nother
permanents
tar-
that
yeah,
have
it-
damage like that go
It's
through
a
turn
whole nother
cycles
target
is-
that you have to go and attack and worry about. It's a whole
Yeah.
nother game plan that you have to sideboard for and tech for.
So Kasai's are like literally the only ones that you actually have to pay for to attack. Like
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking about some of the design that you could do with like creatures, and even like creatures or permanent allies, whatever you want to call them, that you have to like pay into before you can attack with them, like and build them up, like so you can attack with them every turn, maybe, or maybe the Guardians have like an ally that you can just like pitch into, and then you like, when it has 5 counters on it, you get to attack or something like that.
Dude, if we're gonna
Well-
get allies, I want like fucking pets.
Well, if you
give me
think-
a pet.
if
I
you
I think
think about it,
necromancers will give us
Boys,
pets.
if you think
Boys,
about
boys,
it, hit and
boys,
run
tie.
also gives your.
Oh, hey, hold on. What's up, Cliff?
If you swung with a weapon, hit and run also gives your attack, your next attack +3. So that's hitting anything that's an attack.
What do you mean? I'm sorry. I'm not following.
Have you ever read hit and run?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm saying it like what it.
So hit and run hits anything. So that could hit your Centauri Sellswords because they're attacking. It's an attack.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure. It hits E strikes after you've swung with a weapon and you play it.
Depends on if it
it's-
says attack action card.
No, it doesn't.
Then if it says attacks, then
It says
should.
attacks, yeah.
Yeah.
So it targets anything.
Cool.
So hit and run's going to be more viable.
Yeah.
You think
Pumping up
about
a
all
human,
those
attacking for 6.
older warrior cards.
Mm-hmm.
But also, Cliff, what were you going to say? I'm sorry, I cut you off, buddy.
No,
With
it's all
the-
good, man.
Hit and run.
But do you know what the specialization for making a couple just like 3/2 allies kind of feels like to me?
What's that?
It kind of feels like they're dipping their toes in the water to try to bring out more classes like Necromancer. They want to see how it's going to play, and that's why they just.
I
wanted
could very
specialization.
much see them doing that, kind of like
That's true.
testing different mechanics and seeing how they work before fully going in on like a
I
necromancer.
think this is just my prediction, but because of the way the card and the allies operate, I give it probably 3 to 5 months, and we'll have a Necromancer, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, depending on how Kasai's play out, I mean, obviously, like Dromais are very strong. I don't think we'll see another class, at least for a long time, with allies like that. And I mean, I don't know everyone else's opinions on it, but Prisms kind of felt underwhelming. I don't know, Kasai's might be that kind of like middle ground where it's like they're not stupidly strong, but they're not like, well, why would I play them?
True.
Yeah. The main thing I thought of was like, this is like the true baseline of any like token type of theme is human out or human tokens. You know, you look at all the games, make humans, and make
Yeah.
or make little soldiers or warriors or whatever. So I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited about
Yeah.
the direction that it looks like we may be going with heavy hitters, and the ability now that pretty much any hero can have allies.
have an
I
ally.
mean, she's a warrior. You would never think she's just gonna make a bunch of allies, but it's like, well, of course, why not? Why not do that? And if that's just always
the
been
fact
flesh
that
and
they're
blood,
mercenaries just makes so much
thing.
sense. Like,
Yeah, sure, definitely. They're like
Yeah.
she's hiring them.
Yeah.
or you have to sacrifice your gold to make mercenaries
Yeah.
or whatever.
So some of
they
the
always do so well with the flavor of that stuff, though.
some of the other things that are very interesting. Did you guys look at any of the generic equipment?
I have not seen any spoilers
So
other
it's-
than the actual card.
It's essentially just Bailey and I were talking about it. It's pretty much an iron rod, but there is a generic shield now.
Conditional iron rod.
Yeah, a conditional iron.
How
rod.
so?
Do you want to explain it?
So what all of them read is if its defense is equal to the number of opposing heroes with greater life than you.
So it only can block for one.
And
Unless you're
only
playing
if you're
UPF.
down on life.
Unless you're playing UPF.
I don't understand. Oh, that's why. So it's like a UPF card.
Which is interesting that they're putting UPF cards into more sets. I mean, they have been doing it for a while, but is that viable equipment at all?
Not in CC, no.
No.
Not when
No,
stuff like Iron
absolutely
Rod.
not.
We're talking, Generation 1, Set 1 generic boots are better than it.
No, think about draft. Are you going to be drafting any of these?
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, you would. I
Yeah,
think.
probably.
Yeah.
Just for the one block? Mm-hmm. Just for when you're utilizing it in the final games?
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be breakpoints for sure. It's
True.
heavy hitters, It's going to be on heads.
That is true.
Well,
there is a few cards that already have brought out gold creation and other things. So there is one that's called Test of Agility, and it's a brute warrior block, blocks for 4, red. When this defends clash with the attacking hero, the winner creates an agility token. Do you guys know what agility is?
did that come out in Dustildon, or is that a new token?
That's new. So it's like a Quicken. At the start of your turn, destroy this. Then your next attack this turn gets go again.
So it's like unconditional. You have to pop it.
Yes, and they have more blocks as well as called Test of Strength. Same thing, essentially, but you create a gold token.
And we don't know what clash means yet.
Oh no, we do. Yeah,
What is
they like
clash?
spell it out. So clashing heroes reveal the top card of their deck. The hero that reveals the card with the greatest power wins.
That seems really cool.
Yeah.
It's a good wager system.
No, I like
Well,
that.
Yeah.
I think it's very different, very interesting.
Making some gold off of a clash or something.
Yeah.
Or silver.
Yeah. I mean, do you guys think they're going to have 6 heroes in the set, or do you think they're only going to have 3?
It could be another uprising type situation.
I mean, dude, it's an arena. How do you have 3 heroes in the arena?
Right? That's what I'm thinking.
It's got to be more than that.
We just get
Especially
All
if,
15 heroes and heavy hitters, and then everything else is supplemental
Well, here-
sets next year.
Yeah, dude.
hear me out, Bailey.
Yes. The
15
answer is
heroes,
yes.
and we only have 3 sets per year.
Yeah.
Unless we have another round the table
Well, didn't we
UPF
have-
type thing.
Didn't we have 4 this year? No, we didn't.
No, we had
Well, they said 15 plus in the year 2024, though.
yes, in the
Yeah.
year 2024. So unless we have another collab with something where we get another new 4 heroes, that would be 11 heroes.
Yeah.
So would that be 4 per? Maybe one's a 3 and 2 or 4, or
Yeah.
would they all have to be like 6?
I was actually thinking about this week about like
I know.
what's that have which numbers and how does it
I know,
how does it
well-
all pan out if actually gave us the the number of heroes. But they said 15 plus. It could be more than
Yeah.
that. So we don't actually know.
Yeah, they didn't get like an exact number.
I think we're gonna get more than 3 heroes per set for a while now. That's
think
what I'm
we're gonna-
hoping.
I think we're gonna get outsiders, especially if we're seeing the dual cards like we did in Outsiders. I feel like you're definitely getting
Yeah.
2 types of heroes per set in draft
I
because
think
they're supposed to be draftable sets.
six for heavy hitters would be great. I think it would. I don't like Taya said in the past, like still kind of retain that very much like Welcome to Wraith type feel where you get the classic like warrior, guardian, brute, and whatever the other. If there is another class, who knows? But you're still getting that like kind of wide pool of heroes to pick from. Especially, I mean, that's what made Uprising Draft so great. Was like.
A lot of people would disagree with you about that. A lot of people hated it.
I loved Uprising Draft.
I like any draft, to be honest with you. I love drafting, period.
Is that an unpopular opinion? Really?
Oh, yeah. People hated Uprising Draft.
really?
Yeah.
All right,
The
well,
Force
that's 'cause they all
5 thing.
fucking suck.
could be.
Sorry, hold on. I misspoke. Outsiders.
You hear that,
not
Flesh and Blood
Uprising.
community? He says you guys suck.
Sorry, Outsiders, not Uprising. I
Big
misspoke.
words from O2 Drop.
No, Outsiders was deemed
It was
as
an
a
amazing draft experience.
was deemed as a good
Yeah.
set.
Yeah, drafting that set was fun. Although the young Arachne felt way too good.
I don't know about that.
I think Azalea felt really, really strong in that format. A lot of players, I felt like,
I also just ended up-
stayed away from her.
Yeah. I
If
also
you
just,
forced her, and then like you're kind of leaving all those good assassin cards in the pack, like
Yeah.
people like you can kind of like force your opponents to be into assassin. Then you get all the good red arrows, and
Yeah.
that dominate early round one or I mean turn one is kind of crazy. And
Yeah.
some
I
of the
just ended
shit-
up forcing Riptide a lot.
I know you did.
Hey, I got like 2 or 3 trap kills throughout the like draft season. I got Josh with a double trap.
In a draft.
Oh,
That's dirty.
Yeah, it was like I don't know, he played his like whatever attack with go again, and I was like, all right, yeah, tar pit trap, I'll ping you for 1.
Yep.
Tar pit trap, ping you for another 1.
Yep. You had the triple trap.
Yeah, I think I had a third in hand. Yeah.
Yeah. I was dead. Couldn't do anything.
So did we get any like majestic spoilers or anything, or is it just all this generic?
the only
equipment and
one-
shit?
That was
Raisin Army was
Majestic.
majestic, so the
What does
specialization.
what does Adult Guinness do in that art right there?
So starting stake, 0 cost, yellow pitch, 3 block, generic action. If you control no gold tokens, create a gold token.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's
Is
not
that a
bad.
rare?
We don't know.
That's
It's
promo.
promo rarity right now, so we don't know what it'll end up.
Interesting.
But
It feels very like majestic-y to me too.
Well, because
it's a
how do you scale
yellow.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
how do you scale that with the colors if it's
Like-
if there's a red and a blue version of it?
well, think about it. So if you're playing
1 and 2
Kasai,
block.
here's my thought process. If you're playing Kasai and you have your cash-ins, right, and you control 1 gold token, and you have your Courage of Bladehold, and you have your blood on your hands, or with a fully loaded blood on her hands, so go again for the whole turn, can swing an additional time twice. Your attacks are all free, and you have a full grip of 6 cards if you rip a cash-in off 1 gold token.
I think that's asking a lot, though. I
think that might
I
be
don't think that's hard. That's that hard because I can almost do it in a blitz game.
I think
with
you're,
the
I
old
think you're
Kasai.
arguing. I think you're arguing for Royal Kasai with that talk.
Dude. It sounds so easy.
I mean, dude, that free gold could
I
be
don't
worth
know.
it. Cliff
Does
could have been onto
even,
something. Unless they give us like a sweet headpiece for her.
Like you think about it, that's a 6-card hand.
I don't.
if you
I don't
have an
even
arsenal.
know if I mean, just my initial thoughts looking at it. I don't even know if I'm super big on blood on her hands with New Kasai.
I am.
Why not?
You got to run
The-
Spoils of War. You got to run your Outland
copper
skirmishes.
and gold. I don't know if they like mesh.
Oh, they
free
will.
pumps.
No, they
grade.
will. They're gonna give us that
Free
gold,
pumps.
that money exchange. Like I said,
You
I
gotta
just feel it in my
They
bones.
could.
You got
Well,
to.
they're smart. Like, how thematic is that? Like, you can build up copper, silver, no matter what. If you just play the card, you get to convert it all into
What are
gold.
they just gonna print
Yeah.
like an ATM?
Yeah, well,
you
sort of. Yeah, merchant, a merchant type of
Hey,
like a.
hey,
okay,
hey,
it's gonna
Rudy,
be like visit
Rudy,
Dennis. Yeah,
Rudy's
visit
ATM.
Rudy's shop, dude. Let's go.
ATM.
He's gonna be into the lore finally.
ATM.
They're gonna put him in the lore for real.
No.
Yes,
no,
dude.
Exchange
You're
your
gonna go
gold
to-
tokens.
You're gonna go to
Please,
Rudy's shop.
please don't
He's
do
gonna have the
that.
diamond hands on.
I'm calling it
okay,
right now.
in the art.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I onto
gonna be
something,
hanging out
Rudy?
the-
Rudy member? Am I onto something?
God,
I
I,
love
hope
that.
not.
I said months ago that I thought it would be so funny to have him and the professor in the lore somehow, even if it's a slight nod to
remember.
them.
I can get
remember.
behind the prof, but
But dude, they gave him actual cards.
Oh
know,
yeah, he's got
actual
a ton.
cards, like-
he's got a ton.
No, I mean like
because he sells
He's-
the game.
he's on a he's a fab card. You know, he's a hero.
Yeah, but so is
you know.
prof.
Well, that's they both should be in the lore. I think. You know,
They should be.
I think it'd be fucking.
I don't know,
awesome
I'm
to
just not
like,
big on
make them
Rudy.
canon.
I-
No, I
like-
know. It's
I'm-
a you love him or hate him type
I'm
of thing.
still
Like,
on
I-
the train that they need to make an anime.
I love
Oh.
Rudy. I've always loved Rudy.
I don't know. I respect his
He's the man.
grind. I hate looking at it as like an investment like that. I don't know.
A big part of what drew me to card games, honestly, like when I got back into it after leaving the whole card world in my teens, it was like early 20s, was like investing, and
Yeah.
flipping, and
Yeah.
doing all that shit, you know.
Yeah.
But
You have to.
Rudy's the man, dude.
He is.
I love that guy.
I
I
think-
mean, I'm biased.
Yeah, no. Am I saying he has bad advice? No. I mean, obviously, like, he has his bad takes and he has his good takes. I would like generally say like the takes that he gives on like the financial side of things are generally pretty accurate. Like he knows what he's doing.
And even if he makes a mistake, he owns up to it, and then he gives back to the people that he's like, wronged almost. I mean, you've brought that up a few times.
Oh yeah. He like sold us he sold us Monarch cases for cheap after they Channel Fireball came out that they were like hoarding boxes or whatever.
Hey, what are you drinking?
It is a Big Island Blonde Ale from Excelsior Brewing.
Shout out.
It's pretty tasty.
Hey, Excelsior Brewing sponsorship.
I'll drink the same one but citrus. Cheers, brother.
All right. Is there any other cards we wanted to spoil, or was that it?
That was it. I just also wanted to bring up.
Starting stake makes me think we could see Guinness.
I wanted to bring up.
I'm just gonna be on this until we like get all of the spoilers. Dude, I would be so fucking hyped if we got a playable Guinness.
I don't think we get Guinness. I'm
Doesn't feel like a heavy
I'm
hitter.
interested to see what Guardian and what Brutes we're gonna see. Cliff, being a Brute guy, what kind of Brute would you want to see in heavy hitters, knowing that this kind of Kasai is in the set?
Bam Bam.
I do think Bam Bam
Yes.
is needed.
Who's the other Brute though?
As for, I don't know, dude. I
Um,
have no idea what the
you want
other
me to
group's
pull
name
that-
is.
you
I
want
know
me to-
we've said it on here.
Pull that shit
Yeah,
up.
pull
Pull
that
that
shit
shit
up,
up.
Josh.
Fair enough.
Hey, pull that shit up, Josh.
I'd hope that we get a brute that can utilize Intimidate a bit more effectively than Rhinar.
Utilize it
Or has a-
more? No, I think Reinar's already utilizing it pretty fucking effectively.
Dude, why would
It's,
you have?
it's 3 cards to play 1 card almost.
I
for
almost
some of
think-
his attacks.
Well, ripping
Okay,
how
here's-
many cards out of your opponent's hand?
hot take.
depends on the attack.
Hot take. I think you steer away from the Intimidate because it's mediocre in the level right now. Rhinar already utilizes it. So why would you have another hero do it when cards already have it on the face?
No,
As the
that-
class card.
I think a lot of people underestimate Intimidate.
want
Give it a whole new
Intimidate.
give it a whole new
That's what I
ability.
want.
Give it a
A
whole new
talented
ability.
brute.
Like the
Earth
you
Brute.
the disruption,
Earth Brute.
the disruption that Intimidate brings is insane.
You have a talented
The
brute.
look on your face right now.
You have a talented brute.
yeah, oh yeah,
One
shit.
that's
I
better.
forgot about Levia again.
Oh, poor
I
Levia.
played her too.
Poor Levia. I always gets forgotten about.
Dude, I fucking like.
Demi hero. How do you forget? She was represented at Worlds. I think there was 6 of them.
Dude,
or
I
4
played
of
her
them.
in CC like one time at Mound, and I said fuck this after I took like 20 blood dead in one turn. I survived, and then just got fucking obliterated. I just got stuck with like this shit hand, couldn't turn it off, and I was like counting. I was like, it's 20.
I run the one of Sleep Dart in my Azalea deck for the off chance I play.
Oh, I
I
sideboard in
play
the one.
Levia. Dude, the Sleep Dart. I've won off that card multiple times against Levia
That's every
because you just
pun
turn her
intended.
off
but
and she
everyone
just
sleeps
dies.
on it.
So yeah, Sleep Dart's good. I'm excited to play some Azalea and CC now. Just that like everyone's off the deck. I don't know.
She's
dude,
good.
I like decks that are powerful, and I tend to just that's like what I enjoy. And so my decks tend to be like, you know, contenders in the meta. Generally, I don't like to play bad decks. But it's like my
the
favorite.
insinuation here.
It's my favorite. Well, I'm not talking about Data Doll here, Cliff. Okay.
I was gonna say it kind of sounds
I'm
like he's taking
talking-
a shot at
Hey,
me.
No,
whoa,
I'm talking about
whoa.
Riptide. I'm talking about Riptide.
Hey,
Just all his decks. Anyways,
Well, I found the name. It's Cox.
wait, what? Wait. You can't just pause after that. You can't just say that. Just fucking.
Cox Deathmatch Fight Master.
I hope they give us. Is that him in the art?
Yeah, KOX. Deathmatch
No,
Master.
Cokes.
No, it's
Oh
Cox.
no, it's definitely Cox.
I'm calling it Cox.
It is definitely Cox.
They would
Call
not
it
do
the
that,
Cox.
dude. The fucking chaos on like any sort
That's
of like
hilarious.
tournament scene.
No,
yeah,
that's-
so I'm
Hey,
gonna
dude, this
reveal
is- hey,
Cox.
this is a
That's the
16 plus
funniest thing
game.
ever.
I
That's
think
the funniest thing ever.
I think the players can
Are you
handle
kidding
a
me? Cox?
card named Cox.
Oh, you think the players can handle
I'd
Cox?
cry
I think
laughing.
so. I think the players can handle Cox.
I love it.
I
That's
just,
a great
dude,
name.
I'd be the one dude that's like sitting across from someone, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna reveal Cox," and I'd be like,
I know.
Bailey, you might
know,
be
You
onto
know,
something.
people would say that
hey,
too.
hey.
"What?"
If Cox, because he's got the
What is it? What is the title? Fight, Deathmatch. What does that say?
So-
Deathmatch? Fight Master,
yeah.
Deathmatch.
So the
Fight
scent of
Master.
blood, the roar of the crowd, the enemies beneath you, your mace. What is that? Yeah, mace.
dude,
All bear witness to the rise of a new champion. Cox
Fucking-
Deathmatch Fight Master.
And that just for our listeners, that flavor text is on the card. Smashing performance.
came out of
Did,
Bright
was that
Lights, actually.
Was that Bright Lights? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they've been
Hey.
known for dropping little
Hey.
spoilers like that.
Hey,
so
look at above him in the art.
yeah.
Is that what
we've
did you
already? Yeah, we
okay.
What?
Yeah,
The above him in the art is
Is-
the
is the
it's the arena
wooden
symbol.
Yeah, symbol, the wooden thing. So we're gonna get Cox. I love it.
We're getting Cox in the next set.
You're
dude?
you're gonna be onto something though, Bailey.
Please,
So,
okay, Josh, you have to clip that. That's our fucking pre-intro. We're getting Cox. I love it.
Actually,
I can't
That'll make
wait
people
to
turn it
play-
right
I
off.
can't wait to play with my Cox deck, man. It's just gonna be such a good time.
the fact that dude, for any of like the listeners that actually made it this far to the point where we're talking about Cox now, like, sorry, but there's probably not a lot of them anyways.
hear me out. Bailey was
Not a
talking
lot
about
of guest
something.
reviewers.
Hear me out.
LSS
Bailey was
is kind of running wild
me
these
out.
last couple
Bailey
of
was
steps. We got
talking about
Crank in
something.
it, and now we got fucking
Yeah.
Cox.
Bailey brought something up earlier. KO inside of heavy hitters.
Like a reworking or just
Yes.
like a Star Wars treatment.
Yeah.
KO, Cox, starting with a K, and Kasai, starting with a K. Are we gonna
Oh
get?
no.
We're gonna get many heroes starting with a K.
Oh wait, yeah. Wait a second, Josh. I think it just hit him what he's insinuating. He's like, wait, no, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. That's, oh fuck.
I could see the
I
realization
know.
come over his face.
He's like, oh no.
It's like, that is not.
Oh no. Oh. We're leaving that in. You better not cut that out. Oh man.
Yeah.
But-
So, anyways, I really like the sound of Cox.
Yeah, exactly. No, that art though, honestly really does make me think that like he could be in the next set, or like,
He is.
I mean, unless maybe
the-
maybe the fight master
God,
actually isn't fighting. He's just the one who makes the fights. He's the Dana White of the arena. No.
No, if you watch the intro video, they make it seem like it's the gold guy. The one where if you have no gold, Guinness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, he is,
He's like yeah.
but fight master. So wait,
Have
is
you
that
watched-
Cox?
No.
Is he the guy making the fights and up there announcing? Okay.
No.
No, dude, he's fucking
Big
in the
beard,
arena.
big
No, I
beard
know what you're
guy
talking
is
about.
like the main guy.
Dude,
like,
that'd be
like-
so dope to have a mace brute. Like,
So, I'm just going off of what little I know, but like, what's his title? Battle Master or Fight Master?
Fight master.
I'm pretty sure that just refers to him being like one of the trainers of the gladiators. So he could be a tutor, like a new brute tutor, but I don't think he's going to be a hero.
Or like a mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
that could be.
I don't know. The crowds look pretty full in this picture with him crushing a dude, standing over him in the pit. I think he's gonna be here, Cliff. I think you're gonna get Cox.
This is just, dude. All these
I
spoilers.
don't want to get caught.
God damn it. I was doing so good.
No, I've gotten so fucking excited, dude. After like these spoilers dropped, and after Kasai dropped, dude, our Discord just like blew
it
up.
fucking
Josh
freaked out.
lost his mind. You know.
I freaked out.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of already may or may not have started working on a deck list on February.
Yep. I started theory
Yes,
crafting.
of course. Let's give Kasai
Right away.
the CC hero and not Data.
Well, yeah,
Dog
they're gonna give it to the
all
fucking
next
good
time.
heroes.
Yeah, why not? The ones that are
Take that
viable.
back.
Yeah.
No, Data Doll's probably just gonna forever be Data Doll.
It
man.
is baffling. No Benji. No adult Benji.
Does
Yeah.
Benji belong in the arena?
No.
No.
Are you kidding me?
It's like
They'd
a-
stomp him like a
Yeah.
fucking child.
He's like a pre-pubescent
Can you
boy.
imagine him going up against a brute just...
Yeah,
like-
he literally would stomp like a bug.
Yeah.
Hulk smash.
Speaking of Benji, Dylan's working on a Benji list.
Oh, no.
Yep.
He's always working on a fucking ninja list.
Yep.
God damn it.
Yep. So that should be
If it's
fun.
anything like Turtle Katsu, Dylan, I'm gonna come to your house and slap you.
I don't think you can play Benji like that. Maybe you can. I don't know.
I don't
If there's
know.
ever a CC version, maybe that's how you play him. I still think he's just terrible in CC. I don't know.
he would be absolutely awful in CC. Like, Tanner, love you, buddy, but like, come on. That is not viable in a 40 health format. Like,
The Machine Gun Kitty deck could be.
That
Because that's all
could be.
unblockable. You'd have
Yeah.
to like, it'd be like a combo deck, you know? Maybe.
Yeah.
I still don't know. Though.
I still
I'm not
don't think
sold.
So.
Not
No.
sold.
I just
Unless
I don't think
stubbies
you can
are
go
there.
on- Yeah, but you don't want stubbies though. You want your
If
things
they're
to be
all
not
two
blocked.
attacks. If they're all two attacks. Big difference.
You don't want them to be able to block them though, do you?
Two attacks.
Doesn't stubbies?
It pumps.
They start at
Pumps them
0.
all.
Yeah.
You Art of War stubbies.
So it makes them one.
Oh, I suppose. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you just salt the wound for like 25 at the end of the turn.
Yep.
Does Salt the Wound count attacks that have hit though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You're not blocking 20 hits.
No.
What do you mean? You're not blocking.
No. I was just thinking, why even fucking pump the fucking Crouching Tigers or whatever? Just
Oh,
fucking
no, do you
0,
guys
0,
see this?
0, 0.
No. No way.
You see
dude.
this bullshit?
Sorry,
It's a
listeners.
It's a minute left,
This
Cliff.
is ridiculous.
Vikings have the ball on the 25. 3
is why-
timeouts, down by 1.
This is why I gave up on
Field goal
Vikings.
wins it. Field goal wins it.
Oh,
here,
look at that
boys.
old man. He's so alone.
So, was there anything else we missed? Do you guys want to cover anything else before we get into questions? Or
No, I think we
I think we
covered a
hit
lot of what we wanted to talk about.
Cliff, didn't you want to didn't you want to step into my office or something? Weren't you talking all this big game about that or something?
Oh, because you have a card I want. We can discuss business later, though.
Okay.
I'm getting that card.
Oh, you want the Tekla core?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you wanted the mat.
I want
Josh
both.
doesn't like tires on his car, I guess.
Oh shit.
I'm warning you, Mr. Lucian. I'm warning you. Do not fucking play with me.
Fair enough.
Dude, when the fuck do you ever play Dash?
Yeah. Dude.
All right. Well, with that, we could probably just shoot into a couple of questions we had. We only had I think 2 this week, both from the same listener, one of our, I would say most loyal listeners, probably. Dylan asks, "Who is your biggest flesh and blood rival?" And in parentheses, he says player or hero. And I know you're laughing, and we're not saying any names.
No.
okay?
I was thinking to my... No. Fuck that guy, but no.
But this one is actually kind of I feel like he's dangling the bait out in front of me because him and I have definitely been he's kind of been my Kaiba, you know, to my Yugi type of thing.
What?
He's my Kaiba.
You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck.
With the rank duelist with the 4th rank deck, bro.
What?
No, so
Is this fucking Digimon shit? Or
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Bro, what?
How do you not know? Oh, Kaiba, you've activated my trap card.
I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, okay, well.
I thought
No, back in the
Yu-Gi-Oh was
day,
fucking
so
stupid.
way back in the yonder days, back when I didn't have fucking back problems. No.
God, holy shit. That's fucking...
Easy.
30 years
Whoa,
ago.
whoa.
Back when the sun rose in the
No.
Dude,
So-
he's fucking
so-
Granddadican now.
Oh, Granddadican Skywalker. I actually like that. I keep finding whites in my beard, too. It's bullshit. I swear to God, dude. I keep showing my wife. I'm like, look, there's a fucking another one. Anyways, we're moving on from
Are you
that
sure
topic,
it's not
you
your
guys.
dogs?
No,
From
no,
when
I'm
you
sure.
sleep in the
No,
bed?
I'm sure. I pluck them, and it hurts. So it's not just that. Yeah. But, anyways, no, I would say hero wise, probably assassins. I hate playing assassins. It's the worst. I think the community is kind of, the consensus is they suck to play against. It's hard. It's just hard to know what they're ever doing. They kind of mask it and hide it well.
Dude, I'm convinced 90% of assassin players don't even know what the fuck they're doing.
You could be onto something there, honestly.
Shred.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
But-
assassin
but-
players.
No, if I actually had to pick a player, it probably would be Dylan, but in the best, most loving, caring way, because him and I are like brothers, in the card world, and he would come to our shop years ago. We would play Modern every once in a while, once a month, once every 2 months, and Dylan would show up out of the woodwork, and he'd be the guy from out of town with all the decks, all the good shit, all the fucking spicy tech. And,
Yeah, he was telling me about this. Didn't he play fucking Lantern Control
Oh,
or
yeah.
something like that?
Yeah, him and I locked each other out in I was playing, this is one of the most classic Yugi Kaiba moments, dude, where I know you guys, okay, let me spew some magic on you quick. I was playing Tron, which plays the Karn that can go search for the Mycosynth Lattice.
You
And
were
this
one
was
of
when
those
Mycosynth
guys?
was legal. Yeah.
You were a fucking
Well, he had Tron
guy.
in his deck as well, the 4-drop. So what had happened was he had a Tron out, I had a Tron out. I go search for Michael Synth. I play it, and because both of us had Tron out, I basically locked both of us out of the game at that point. So we counted our deck, and I had like 2 cards more than him. So he would have decked out before me. So we called it. I won that game. But like we have had some historic battles, and I always felt like I had to like defend home turf against him. You know, he'd show up with his fucking meta deck and just stomp all of us, and I'm just like, hey, easy, man. You know, like he was always a good player, and you know.
Sounds like a certain fashion.
Yeah, no. Well, no. So him and I actually became very good friends throughout the years.
That
you
we
know?
can't leave it.
At the first, or at the beginning, you know, it very much was like a rivalry, you know.
Yep.
But in a good way, always in a very fun,
Yeah.
fun-loving way. That's my boy now. Like him and I, he just had a kid too, and he's been kind of out of Fab. So
Fab Dad, let's
yeah,
go.
Fab Dad. But
Shit.
I'm hoping he's gonna come back soon.
Little Katsu.
Yeah, baby Katsu. But so yeah, that was my kind of long-winded answer. I'm sorry, dudes. What do you guys think? Who's your rival in Fab? Whether it be hero or player.
Hero wise, any fucking assassin. Fuck those things. Like you said, what the fuck are they doing? Oh. Especially Azuri. Fuck that bitch. Like, dude, what the fuck do I block? Nothing. Oh.
No, I agree.
Player wise, I mean, I said it before, I'll say it again. Player wise, my biggest rival in Fab is definitely myself. Dude, I'm my own fucking worst enemy. I fucking get in my head.
That's fair.
But no, for like an actual answer, I don't know. It comes down to either like you or Cliff. Honestly, I think like we all got in like
I had a feeling
right
that your guys' answers would be kind of within your
like
you guys.
we all got in like right around the same time.
Yeah.
And it's kind of been like that. Like, oh, who's got the edge up in this one now? And it's good times.
It's always been good rivalries though that we formed in the shop. You
No,
know?
Yeah.
agreed.
It's never been like bad blood. Well, for the most part, it's always, you know, we've been always like so close and, you know, good buddies where we can
True.
kind of share that rivalry in a positive way. Almost.
Fucking 2 years now.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I know. Well, and so Dylan and I would play. I mean, this was 10 years ago, like over that. I was, you know, 20, 21 years old. So, you know, this was, and him and I reconnected actually through Fab.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So it was kind of like, you know, him and I weren't buddies per se. We were acquaintances. I knew of him through the Magic scene and stuff, and him playing at Legends every once in a while. But then, like, I saw a post that he posted trying to sell his Phantasmal Footsteps on a Facebook page, and I'm like, dude, you don't play Flesh and Blood. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I'm sort of getting into
no,
it.
I don't. That's why
I'm like, dude, I'm trying to get it going at Legends. You know, this was kind of right at that time where I found like him and Tucker, and then I kind of found you guys.
Yep.
And then we all like, it just like sparked and it happened. And
Dude,
it
he's like
never
fucking
stopped.
Thanos assembling the fucking gauntlet.
No, it was. He was like my time stone or something. You know, Dylan's my time stone. But yeah, I would say he's my rival, but in the best way. Love that guy. Him and I always go to war when we play card games. It's always very intense. Again, in the best way though. Never a negative or dull moment with him.
For me, I would have to say Assassin. Hate it. Despise it. Will not play it. Will check out every time I see it. I see it across the board and I just hate it.
Whoa.
Shut up,
Hold on.
Cliff.
Did I just hear you will not play Assassin?
Yeah. Long story short, my rival is, I will have to say, Carter. Every time I play him, my deck just goes sideways. And he plays Assassin also, so it's the worst thing ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
It's tough, man. It's a
he
tough matchup.
banishes every perfect card I need. Every time. I don't know how it happens. All my starters
He's
gone.
cheating.
No.
No, he's not cheating. No.
He's a witch man. He got them witchy fingers. doing
He
witch
Carter,
things.
you
he
got
just
those
knows.
voodoo fingers, man.
He just
I
knows.
don't know what it
He
is.
got those witchy
I'll
fingers.
be cooking all day, 3-0 all the way up until the finals at 4-0, and then you just cook me. Happens every time.
You're cooking and you got
But-
cooked, dude.
Yeah, even at PTQs, it's like first round Carter. I'm like, oh my fuck. I'm like, dude. I'm like, are you shitting me right now? First round, like that's who I gotta face. Like, come on. But no, all in love. It's all good rounds, all good matches. It's fun, enjoyable. So
What about you, Cliff? Got any rivals in the game?
Starting off with heroes, I'm gonna be logistical about it. Per capita, I honestly think my rival would be Kasai, because I have played
What?
Josh's Kasai. I have played
He's
Bailey's
taking credit
Kasai.
for that, yeah.
I have played Farber's Kasai. I have played so many Kasai games. I feel like I could play that.
Wait,
deck
who did
no
you
matter
just
what
say?
you did.
who'd you give a shout out
I'm
to?
sorry. Can you even
You
call
wanna repeat
Farber's
that
a
for me, please?
Kasai?
You can in she's
No.
a hero.
No, he had a pretty decked out Kasai.
He did.
But no,
Yeah.
like
Back when he
at
played
the
Flesh and
shop,
Blood.
too,
Yeah.
like Tucker.
He's the cold
Me
foil.
and Tucker would have some.
Oh yeah,
need
Tucker
that.
also played
games.
Kasai for sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Him and I were
It'd
talking
be-
about
it'd
it.
be
The
We
other
definitely
day.
had
me
some
on my
Kasai players.
Rhino and then Tucker on his Kasai,
Yep.
and the two of us would sit down and we'd look and we'd be like, "All right, let's see who got it," and we'd just fucking race.
Yep.
And it was always a good time.
Dude, fuck, I miss having Tucker around the shop, dude.
Yeah, he was able to make it for our little seal thing we did before the skirmish. Actually, that was the round one I was telling you about that I had to,
Yep.
go home. Had to drop for, unforeseen
Personal reasons.
circumstances.
No, I get it. Shit comes up.
But no, I actually felt bad. It was like one of the first times he came back into the scene in a while, and I fucking couldn't stay and chat with him and talk fab with him more.
Yep.
God, I want to see him around there more, man. He's just always good shit.
I know. I love Tucker. He's always a positive
So Cliff, who was your rival?
positive vibe.
Bro, I don't even know. I've gotten my ass whooped by so many fucking people. I honestly don't know. My take is on it. If we're sitting across the table, then for the duration of that game, I'm your rival.
I was for sure gonna
Like,
I was
that-
for sure
that's kinda
thinking
how it is.
you'd pick Wes.
Yeah.
I thought about it just because we've been playing so fucking much up here, but it's kind of gone from that transitional phase where at first he was like I was teaching him the game, and then he became a new player, and now he's a peer in it.
No, I am.
I don't know.
Yep. Well,
Like,
that's
I don't know,
always
it didn't feel right to quite call him a rival.
sure.
God, we gotta get Wes on here.
For
I will say,
get
dude,
him a
he
guest
played
spot, man.
very technical, man, for a new player. Like his dash deck was humming.
what Wes is a very intelligent
I've thrown
dude.
together so
No, you
many
can tell.
He's a
You
smart
can
man.
tell. Yeah,
He's a
you
smart
can
man.
absolutely tell.
Wes is a smart man. So when he told me he was getting into Flesh and Blood, I was like, shit. I was like, boy, here
Yeah.
comes a good player. And
Yeah.
him and I talked about it all the way to a golf tournament one time, and it was just great talks the entire time. I loved every second of it.
Hell yeah, dude! Trying to get somebody into the game is at those first stages of talking, and when they're actually interested and they're showing interest, it's the best.
Yes.
It's at the absolute best. Like you just vomit your love for Fab onto
Yep.
them,
Yep.
all over them.
That's kind of how it happened when I got Wes to try a game for the first time. We were just at his apartment. I was there to play cribbage because I had just taught him cribbage. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to bring my Flesh and Blood cards, see how it happens. So we played some cribbage, and then we're both just sitting there watching Impractical Jokers, and I go, all right, Wes, you want to try a game of Flesh? And he's like, yeah, sure. So we played a couple games, and he's like, okay, I like it. And now we're here.
The one thing I will say is, what is a couple games of Flesh?
What?
Flesh and Blood.
No, I know. It just sounded really funny when you're like, yeah, me and Wes played a couple games of Flesh, and then
Yeah.
called it a night after that.
Fab.
No, never mind.
Yeah.
That was funnier to me than you guys.
Dude,
I guess.
now Ben can whip out his
Dice
You guys look
can be
tired.
used for
In
many
Flesh.
things.
No, I know what you mean. I got what you mean, bud.
We played some Flesh, guys.
Hit him with my cocks and
Yeah, the Fight Master, the Fight Master Cox.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, I think that does that question. We have. Oh wait, was that it? No. He asks, "What is your guys' proudest Flesh and Blood moment? Whether it be a game win or result, or even a pull." It's actually a good question.
Dude, fucking pulling my cold foil spellbound creepers. I had been hunting for those for so long.
Legendary
And
moment.
oh, dude, we were at like a fucking Games by James in like the Ridgedale Mall or
In a
something.
mall.
And they were like, "Oh, we got like 2 packs of Tales of Aria left." And I was like looking over the counter. I was like, "It's our first ed Toa packs." I was like, "Hey, Josh, I bet those have my creepers." I'll
You
take them.
actually said that?
Oh, I called it. I
called
fucking
it.
called it. I was like, "I bet those
100%
have my
called it.
creepers. Give them here." First fucking pack. I was like, "Fucking let's go."
We freaked out.
Yeah, that's pretty
Dude,
cool.
that's I'd
when
like
you call something like that, it's
dude,
like
I
pretty
called
wild.
my second shard. Josh called my first one.
I did.
Still
did.
waiting for the playset, but
fucking playset of the legendary.
playset of a fucking Fable.
Mine is pretty easy. It's probably when I won that gold foil at the
Yeah.
BQ. It was actually you and I were just talking about how we played in that game. We were both, or that day, we were both 2-0. At the time, would have loved to play anyone else, honestly.
It was rough.
But
crushed
that was when the Pro Tour was in France.
Yeah.
My daughter was just being born, so I couldn't.
Yep.
There's just no way I was going to try to talk my wife into going. I remember, though, my opponent did not want to play me. He was on a Potion of Luck Starvo deck that would... yeah, he...
I thought it was a Briar.
No, I beat him to get to the finals. I beat his friend on Briar to get to the finals.
That's
and then
right.
and then we didn't even play the finals. We split the prize. I took the gold foil. I gave him the invite. But he did not want to play my deck that day. I was the only Prism in the room, I remember. And
Yep.
dude, that was my tournament to win. And you look back at like having matchups, like I
What do
faced
you
all
mean?
my bad matchups.
Look at the gold foil. Who was meant to win? Pipe it down. I don't want to hear it.
I won a gold foil Dawn Blade and basically traded it for the
PTI.
well, I traded it for the Death Dealer, sort of. It's kind of how I look
Thought
at
it
it.
was the Snapdragons.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. I sold that and the Snapdragons and my Perch Grappler cold foils to like fund my Vegas trip, the first Vegas trip I had. And then used some of that money to buy the Death Dealer. So I like to think I traded it for the Death Dealer. All right, I don't know. I should have never. I know it sucks because I look back at it like I actually won that card. Do you know what I mean? And so it had sentimental value
That's
for
a
sure.
trophy.
Well, it was. It was in
is.
a way. And but I mean, I married my wife on that trip, and that paid for like most of the fun we had on that trip. That
Yep.
one card.
Yeah.
We also like walked away with some money on that trip too, so that was kind of fun.
Extra value.
Yeah. Well, just and like, yeah, I had to get another weapon in gold foil to kind of represent or take place, be a placeholder for that gold foil because it was like burning a hole in my heart. I was like, no, I had one and I let it go.
But that's when Azalea was not great.
Yeah,
So
Well,
you got it for low, didn't you?
yeah. I got a good deal on it. But yeah, I would say that was probably it. I've won a couple skirmishes too. This last one was pretty cool. Like, I felt like I didn't have any right winning that last game against Michelle, to be honest with you. I was playing behind all game. I had a line at the end of the game with no cards in deck. Took damage to go to 1 to present I like broke the card under my boots to give me a quicken token. Attack for 5 from hand. Attack with blue heavy artillery. She had blocked with a 3 cost, I think. The first attack, so then that left all 1 or 0 costs in her hand. So the blue heavy artillery was for exactly, and she
Yep.
couldn't block from hand. And I should not have won that game. I didn't have a deck. Like that line was enough to just get me there, and
Get there.
it felt like I stole it, honestly.
Walked away like a bandit, as I like to say.
That was awesome though. Like that, like getting there again, or like having that level of success again has been something I've been striving for. That gold,
That need.
reaching that gold. Skirmishes obviously are that like a lower level of that, but
Tier 1. Yeah.
yeah, I am fucking tired of bubbling out and 4-2ing at PQs. I do that every time it seems like, and I'm good enough to
Yep.
play and be in contention. It's just that hump of playing perfectly all day. That's really what it is. And
Dude, I
not
can't-
getting in your own head.
I can't get out of 4-2, 3-3. Like
Yeah.
I lose
Yep.
those two matchups that matter right away, and it's like,
Yep. But yeah, I would say that's probably well, like the easy answer too is just like you guys. It's Legends. It's like I'm super proud of like what we've built. You know.
yeah. We've all come together as a family almost.
Yeah, for sure.
Team.
What about you guys? Biggest, proudest moment? Bailey already went with his pulling of the shards,
Cliff.
calling his creepers.
Cliff.
You know.
I've kind of got two. The first would be when I came down for like the first PTI event I played at, and I ended up taking 9th. Like
Yeah.
it sucks that
Hell
I
yeah.
bubbled out, but for a first performance at my first PTI, I thought that was a valiant
and-
attempt.
You were
You-
on Dash before she was cool too, weren't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
At that one?
Yep.
Yep.
You
yep.
did the best of our shop that day, from what I remember.
Yeah.
All of us, I think there was 5, 6 of us that went, and you
3-3.
did the best.
And you went, 4-2, right? Or was it a?
Actually,
Yeah,
I think I placed
4-2.
4. I think I went 4-2, but I was like, I had like lost. Started the day 1-2, and I think Cliff was like cooking most of the day, so we kind of
I
know.
I started 3-0.
Yep, and that's what it was. I remember started that day
And
1
then
and 2.
Elijah just
so.
curb stomped me.
That's the day I played Carter first round.
Yikes.
Then Tree Frog Dash second round.
Dude,
other
on
one
Dory,
I
that's
Yeah.
like the worst.
The two
What
Phi
the
a race and then Tree Frog Dash. So it was the worst PQ I've ever had. That was the worst one I've
That
ever played
sucks.
at. And then I went 3-2.
Yeah.
And
think I
I mean
probably, like,
3-3.
0-2
My bad.
dropped.
3-3.
You
No.
think you probably 0-2 dropped?
No, you hold your dude. You got to play out for your elo.
No. I'm
I
saying
don't-
I probably 0-2 dropped.
I know, but you got to hold the
but the other
elo.
moment I have would be after spending all this time like playing games with Wes and teaching him, bring him to his first armory, and he goes 4-0 and takes it down. It's like fuck yes.
Man, dude,
You should definitely be proud of him for top 4ing this skirmish, dude.
Yeah.
He played his fucking ass off. Like beating
Yeah,
Carter round
he's
1,
like
2.
kicking my ass up here. Fuck. That's why I said I'm sending him down to you for the weekend.
yeah. There you go, dude. But no, like you should tell him. I know I told him like congrats, and I said to
He listens.
in short, I said just savor this. Like this is no easy feat or whatever.
No.
I was like, dude, like congrats. Like this is good for you. This is not an easy thing. And to like beat Carter round 1. Carter's like has played in Pro Tours. He's a very good player. So
Yeah.
that didn't stop his day or his
No.
momentum. Do you know what I
No.
mean? Sadly, I had to fucking beat up on him, but like that, No, I just,
Some things have to be done.
it is what it is. But I've been impressed by his play every time I've played him. That's not no. But yeah, both good moments or proud moments, Cliff. I think. Well, boys.
I don't know. What do you mean? I haven't gone.
What? Did
Dick.
you not?
I'm sorry. I thought you went.
No.
You're a Dory player. Continue.
Yeah, that's true.
What, are
my
you
bad,
trying to say
dude.
something against Warriors?
I'm just being a cox.
I am. I would if I didn't get my face absolutely smeared by a Dory the last PTI.
Well, I would say my best moment is definitely kind of just getting these boys into it. Not playing TCGs beforehand, really.
Yeah.
And they playing MTG. Don't like talking about it. It's a bad game.
Yeah, I know. I can tell. Every time we bring it up, you're just like roll your eyes. You're just like, oh.
Flesh and Blood way better, but I just showed them.
Flesh and blood, good.
Brought
Magic,
them into
bad.
the game, and it was, felt good. It was fun to play with them. Learn the game around them, and we all learned a lot. Brought us to you and brought us this. to
Yeah,
be
hell yeah,
honest.
dude.
So,
No, it is kind of crazy to think about like our trajectory of like how it all happened. And if you would have told us then, like at those first armories at Legends on Main, that we would be like podcast hosts one day, I would have been like, shut the fuck up. You're fucking lying.
Well, I mean, we play enough Flesh and Blood. We love talking about it. I mean, why not
Yeah.
bring it to you, listeners? And
And some of them love hearing us.
if you're still listening, props to you. We
Yeah,
appreciate
this has
it.
been actually a very long episode, and we have
We're-
gone off the rails
Yeah.
plenty.
Kinda
if
going
you
off
made
the
it this
rails
far,
as
yeah,
well,
congrats, dude. shout out. We appreciate it.
I'm telling this literally is part 2 of Off the Rails, man.
Couple fashion mullets going down. What you drank that, Ty? What is that? A pounder?
Yes.
Big
a couple
boy.
brewskis tonight. We might be recording Sunday nights more. I don't know, depending on Cliff's schedule and how we can kind of make it work. If we record late,
Late.
it would have to be late, yeah. Which doesn't work for the Fab Dads very much, but we'll figure it out.
10:15 for the boys.
It's kind of a wonder we even have been able to like make the schedule and just make it work for everyone and still, what are we, 16 episodes going strong? Like,
yeah.
Proud of this shit. That's one of my most proud moments. Proud of this podcast. Proud of you guys.
Little over a quarter a year.
Holy shit, yeah.
I guess you're right. Yeah, sounds kind of weird.
We're going.
I told my family the other day I'm a content creator, just to make them laugh.
Hey, I
wasn't lying, so
We won't get that check mark for a while.
no, that's fine. We ain't in it for check marks.
No.
We're honestly in this
Yeah,
too.
I'm an influencer.
Bailey, I don't know who you'd be influencing.
The Vincent Iron Maidens.
The
out
Dommy
there.
mommies of the world. Geez, don't get him started. Whoa. Trigger warning. Whoa. That might be a good time to get the fuck out of here, boys.
I fucking love that
I'm
deck.
sure
It's so
you
fun
do.
to
I'm
play.
sure you do.
It's so fun to play.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning
Maybe
in.
this
If you
next set
stayed
I'll
here
be
for
more
that
into
long.
Cox, but
Well, tune in next week on episode 17. We're gonna talk more cocks.
no. Maybe
Maybe
if they get some spoilers.
maybe
If we
they
get the
will
spoil.
reveal their cocks,
If
and
we get-
we'll be able to talk
If-
more cocks.
If they reveal cocks,
Dude.
you never know.
Fucking James
But-
White personally on his Twitter page.
Hold on, before we did you guys see the polo cards?
Yes.
The James
I
White
want 'em.
polo cards?
I want
Oh
'em.
my god,
Pop
they're
collar.
signed
Pop
James
collar.
White polo cards, and they're
That's
like pop
so
collar
funny.
chess pieces.
Cold foil.
Yeah, fucking dude,
Mint.
so good,
Mint.
so good.
I
Fucking
need 'em.
Love that guy. It's just like
Pink, blue, and yellow.
Yep, there's a couple.
His
Yeah,
signature colors.
Dude, it's the best. I need some
I
of
love
those
it.
in my life.
Every aspect of it, I want them. Signed too. But thank you for tuning in. We will always have the Discord link in the bio. Hopefully tweeting some more. Right, Bailey?
Yeah.
We'll put the email if you have any complaints or want to let us know if
Complaints?
there's anything going on that
We'll take
you think we
complaints,
should
shit.
do. No, we want.
Hey, we got a whole
complaints.
thread.
We
on
need to
it.
know.
Yeah.
Or we got a whole thread for it on Discord. So
Exactly.
pop in there. Say hey.
Yeah. Hop in. Well, we appreciate you guys. Check in for 17 next week, and we'll see you later. Peace.
Later.
Hey, have a good one. And to our German viewers, bis nächstes Woche.
What?
Bis nächstes Woche.
Bitteschön.
Until next week.